Hey, it's Colton Dietz here, that film director dude, here to bring you a review on... What are we reviewing today? Oh yeah, Pet Sematary. Anyways, I saw it at APA screening down at Phoenix a couple days before the movie hit. Been very busy, haven't had a lot of time to really make a review on this, but I felt like I had to because I kind of felt like it was getting a little overhyped and I had to give some people an honest opinion about the production. The movie sucked. Like, you know the scene of the Titanic where it like sinks and goes down and it tanked. It Titanicked. It went down in history. It just... God, Hollywood. Anyways, this movie is a remake of the 1980-something movie, and I never saw that one, my bad, and I haven't read the book. So this is going in as a film-centric mindset here. Blank slate, no favoritisms of the old movie, no nostalgia value, or being mad that something's not in the movie or something like that. But the movie didn't make a whole lot of sense until till the ending, basically. So when this movie starts out, it's a father who's moving his family to more of a, it's a Stephen King novel. So he's moving them to Maine, even though I don't think in the movie they ever say it, but they're going to Maine because that happens in every damn Stephen King movie. But basically they're leaving Boston to go to Maine, and they kind of get out of working the night shift at the ED. Now, a little bit fact about me, I used to work at a hospital. So boy, is their hospital scenes bullshit and fake as hell. Let's start off with one of the main problems. There is a African-American actor. I do apologize. I cannot remember his name. I will put it somewhere on the screen. But he was a random guy that shows up for one scene. He dies. There's no build-up to him. You don't see a scene where, he's interacting with the main character. Me as a director, I would have made sure we filmed a scene to kind of maybe show there was some sort of friendship because it haunts the doctor in the rest of the movie. Now, a lot of you might think, well, wait, he died, so wouldn't that haunt you? I'm just telling you, if you work in the medical field, after you lose a couple of patients, you don't give a shit anymore. So it seems very, very, very weird. And the problem is the movie throws it in your face over and over and over again. There's 5 scenes with this kid, and again in the movie he just shows up to die. You never see him. There's no build up. That's just one of the problems. The other problem is the pacing problems. They spend so much damn time. There's 2 acts in the movie to build up the rules of the Pet Sematary, and it's so obvious. This is a hard R movie, and they're writing it like they're writing it for 12-year-olds to help them understand what's going on in the plot. And again, the movie doesn't pick up till the 3rd act of the movie, and by then you're kind of... I'll be honest, I was looking at my watch wondering when the hell the movie's going to end. And yeah, the 3rd act is it's fucking awesome. I mean, it's bloody, it's cool, there's a lot of cool kills that happen, and they don't shy away from it. And that's one thing I'll give the movie. It has balls, there's deaths that happen in the movie I was not expecting to happen how they did. But like I said, it doesn't happen to the 3rd act. The first 2 acts is just build up and build up and build up and build up. But it doesn't have a good payoff. It kind of felt like they built it up too long, and then the payoff's not, the ending are kind of just that's it? I mean, I kind of saw it coming. The second the 3rd act started, I knew exactly what was going to happen, how it was going to end. And so, an hour and 12 minutes of build-up wasn't for nothing. And that's one thing I thought about when I was leaving the theater. I was talking to my best friend who was with me as well, is that, I personally felt like that the movie should have been longer. And I don't say that with a lot of movies, but I felt like maybe if you added 15 or 20 minutes of the movie and spliced it out in certain parts of the scene, like I said, you could have given development to the African-American actor. Maybe the dad's a doctor at a university now, he's teaching a med school college, I believe. Maybe have a scene where he's in class and that kid reminds him of a younger version of himself or something like that. Maybe do a little bit more development because the mom character, that was another big problem. It kept jumping around to this flashback scene to the 80s of when the mom was growing up, of something I won't spoil, but something, some family drama that she went through. But I don't really think they explained it enough, and the kind of reveal on it kind of seemed really a little goofy, and almost they didn't explain it enough, so it almost felt like I would have preferred to not have that. That way we could have had a more horror-based stuff that's going on with the Pet Sematary. Maybe explore it a little bit more. Let me explain. I know I said they build up the Pet Sematary over and over again, but they really don't. They build up one element of it I think it would have been cool. They bring up like these, Indian roots and how the Native Americans left the land hundreds of years ago because they knew how powerful it was. Maybe go into some scene with that. So I'm just saying, rearrange a couple of scenes and maybe make the movie 15, 20 minutes longer in certain areas to expand some character development. You could have had a decent horror movie, but how it stands, Pet Sematary, I'm going to have to get a 3 out of 10. I mean, it's a pass. It's a movie I will never watch again. I won't buy it on Blu-ray. I won't have any urge to see it again. And I mean, like I said, the third act is good. Yes, it gets that horror graphics. People die with knives and shit happens. But again, the build up for it is not worth it. It's not. And again, like I said, there's a lot of things as a director myself and a screenplay writer that I would have adjusted and fine-tuned the movie a little bit to maybe make it, like I said, a little bit longer, add some more character development to certain characters, because there's a lot of characters we see that we're supposed to care about them. We don't know who the hell they are. There's the wife's parents that show up in the scene. They don't even have any lines. They just show up and they leave. And then I was like, oh, that's her parents. Like, I was confused in the theater. Oh, and let me get to this. Holy cow, the Halloween scene. Me and my best friend were laughing at this. You want to talk about budget? Like, I know obviously there's rules of copyright, but holy cow, watch the Halloween scene. The kids in that are dressed like Charlie Brown Halloween from like the 1960s. I'm talking, the stock ghouls, like ghosts with like the eyeball cutouts and like, the generic looking witch. Like, I'm like, you couldn't have gotten like a Harry Potter robe looking thing, or I don't know, like some Marvel merchandise or something on an actor. It just, like, I know there's copyrights, but I was like, holy cow, that is budget. I mean, it was those kind of costumes your grandparents would have made before Party City exists. Where you actually makeshift a costume. I don't know. It seems so weird and random that I don't know what the hell the directors and producers and writers were thinking. It just, I don't know. It really hit me like seemed odd, like very uncomfortably in a laughable way. And I know I wasn't the only one that thought that in theater. I know there's quite a few chuckles just at the costumes alone, because they look seriously like straight out of like a 1950s costume catalog or something. Anyways, like I said, Pet Sematary, 3 out of 10. It's a pass on me. And like I said, I never read the novel, and God, I hope it's better than the movie, because otherwise I really honestly don't understand the hype on it. Anyways, like I said, this is your film director, dude. I'll catch you later.